friends, welcome back to Immigration Help 101. This is Annika, and today we are diving into a super important topic. What exactly is unlawful presence in the US? Why it matters, how you can avoid serious immigration penalties. Now remember, I'm not an attorney and this is not legal advice. Now, the information in this video is generally only for specific cases. You should always reference a qualified attorney. First, what is unlawful presence? Now, according to the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS, unlawful presence is the period of time a non-citizen remains in the U.S. without being admitted or parole, or after their authorized stay has expired. Now, it's important to understand the difference is from simply being out of status, for instance, working when they are not allowed to. Being out of status might not immediately trigger an unlawful presence. It can lead into it. For example, a visa holder lets their I-94 expire and doesn't extend or change the status. They may be accruing unlawful presence. Now, why does it matter? Because if you accrue unlawful presence and then leave the US, you may trigger a so-called bar to re-entry. Now, if you've been unlawfully present for more than 180 days but less than a year, and then you departure, you might face the 3-year bar from coming back. Now, if you've been unlawfully present for 1 year or more, and then you departure, or you are removed, you may face a 10-year bar. If you were unlawfully present for more than a year and then you re-entered illegally or you attempt to, you may be subjected to a permanent bar unless a very limited waiver is available. So what about when unlawful presence starts, you might be asking? It's not always automatic. When your visa ends or you change status, for some statuses like students or exchange visa admitted underneath the duration status, the clock starts when a violation is formally determined. If you entered without inspection, you might have been occurring unlawful presence upon arrival. Now, here are a few practical tips for, as it is publicly available information. You want to keep a track of your I-94, the admitted date, and make sure you either depart or you apply for an extension or a change of status before it expires. Now, if you fall out of status, act quickly. Speak to an attorney before leaving the US because once you depart, the bar might attach. Now, if there's a chance you will have to leave for an interview abroad, like the consulate processing, you need to weigh your options carefully. Either you already are accruing unlawful presence and how long you have been accruing it for, because that departure, it might trigger the bar on you. Now, what about remedies? Now, as per USCIS, there are options. For example, they mentioned the provisional unlawful presence waiver. That's forms I-601A. It allows certain individuals, which is immediate relatives of US citizen, to apply for a waiver for the 3 to 10-year bar before departure in the US for their visa interview. Even if you get a waiver, the consular interview and visa issuance are still subjected to other inadmissibility checks as per NVC. As per USCIS, being eligible for adjustment of status from within the US may allow you to avoid triggering the bar altogether. So let's wrap this up, bestie. Unlawful presence isn't just a technical term. It can lead into multiple years of permanent bans from returning to the US. Even if you qualify for a green card or, say, a family sponsorship, the key takeaway here is maintain your status or monitor it closely. Avoid overstaying and slipping into unauthorized activity. If you're unsure, get legal advice before you travel or you depart. Now, besties, thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share this video to anyone who might need it. Drop your questions in the comment section below. I'll try to answer them if it doesn't lead into legal advice. Now, remember, I'm not an attorney. Stay safe and stay in tuned. Until next time, besties, good luck with your immigration journey. Bye!